Good morning, Bulldogs. This is your weekly installment of the Daily Dog, your go-to for information, sports updates, fun events, and more, all revolving around Beeman High School. I'm Silas.
And I'm Lauren. And let's get right into our sports for this week. Today, high school baseball has a game in Shelbyville at 4:30, and high school softball has a home game in CG versus Warrensburg-Latham at 4:30 as well. Be sure to go out and support your teams.
For April 9th, high school baseball has a home game in Beeman versus Heritage at 4:30. High school softball has a home game in Cerro Gordo versus Tri-County. Both games are at 4:30 p.m. For April 11th, high school track has a meet at Alla starting at 10 a.m. Good luck, athletes.
On April 10th, high school students will be attending the Engineering Open House at the U of I. Students must be in math club or certain math and science classes to attend. Stay tuned for special on-scene reports and interviews from this event.
Now we're heading to our on-scene interview for this week. Madeline's interviewing Mr. Elder about our outdoor track team. Handing it over to you, Madeline.
Hi, I'm Madeline, and I'm interviewing the high school boys track coach. Who am I here with?
Coach Elder.
What are you most excited about for this upcoming season?
Just like any other season, getting to work with a group of guys and hopefully get them all better and reach their potential. It's always kind of a fun process to watch from the beginning and then the middle and the end, and try to get people improving.
Yeah. How do you help your athletes find what their best event is?
Most of the time, our athletes have done track in the past, like say in junior high, and they maybe found something that they enjoy or compete at. That's not always the case, but when we do kind of get some newcomers along, just see what they might be interested in, what they might be capable of doing, and then working from there.
Okay. What are some goals that you have for your team this season?
The number one goal is to get better, and that's going to look a little different for each athlete. But as a whole, hopefully, the idea of working hard, having fun, getting better each week, that's kind of the formula that I have coached under for all these years, and that doesn't change year to year. That's kind of the primary goal. Also, just to kind of reinforce character, values, integrity, things that will last long beyond the track and field season.
Perfect. What's the best way that our students and community members can support your team?
I think, first off, being aware of what's going on and interested in how we're doing, that's always helpful. But also, coming out to some of our meets. We are hosting the conference meet this year at Cerro Gordo. So there's a chance. Also, many of our meets are nearby, so people can come and support our team and our athletes. And track's a little different than say your fall and winter sports, where there seem to be more attendance at your games and such. But people can come out and watch us do our thing. We'd love to see them there.
Sounds good. And last question, if you had to run one event, what event would it be?
Interesting question. One that I haven't thought about in quite some time since I've retired from running many years ago. But believe it or not, in the old high school years, once in a great while, I would run the mile. So maybe pick up the 1600 one more time. It wouldn't be very fast, but nonetheless, that would be maybe the one I'd look to.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks, Madeline. Before break, the middle school and high school students attended an assembly about mental health. Mental Metal talked to students about how to have a positive mindset, how to reflect on your emotions, and much more. Thanks, Mental Metal.
Freshmen, sophomores, and juniors will be taking ACT tests next week. Freshmen will test April 14th, sophomores on the 15th, and juniors on the 16th. Juniors will be able to sign out and go home after they conclude their tests. The testing will start at 8:15 and end at 11:45. Make sure to study and good luck. On a better note, summer break is coming soon. We only have 6 more Mondays left until school is out.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of the Daily Dog. Be sure to tune into our Fun Friday episode for this week as well.
Have a possum week, and don't forget to show your Bulldog pride.